It's business over bullshit. I'm cooking up after the full split. This that black royalty that sprung up from the soil from beneath the concrete.
Snoop Dogg is back.
This Snoop Doggy Dog. This ain't Snoop Dogg. This Snoop Doggy Dog.
I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. Never been a fan of Snoop Dogg music. I think he's a cool dude. Never been a fan. But this album here, bro. This album right here, classic. Yeah. If you're an old head, you from the 90s,
Right.
not born in the 90s, but that was your era of music that you rolled to. Snoop Dogg done up the game. Nigga, he done up the ante on these niggas, bro.
Yeah. We talk about the middle class, the J. Cole's and the K. Dots and the this ain't that. This is not that.
No,
This
no.
is the original. This is one of them. These are the originals now. We talking about the NWAs. We talking about the 1993 releases. Deep cover.
Yeah, this Snoop Dogg, he was another person on this motherfucker. So we gonna definitely talk about it.
Yeah.
And, I guess we're gonna listen to something.
Yeah, I just wanted to play it just to start it off. I just wanted to play it just so people know what we talking about when we talking about this is a different Snoop. Cause I've been a Snoop fan. Like about to say wasn't that much. I kind of have been, but there was an area of albums where I was like, I started to kind of have my doubts. Like Snoop, if he ain't got Dre, he ain't ... But maybe I just kind of tuned him out. I don't know. I got to go back and listen to some of them albums now. Because if he been rapping like this, I've been asleep, damn it. But yeah, I'm going to just listen to this. It's just 4 bars. Please, YouTube. Please let me rock out with these 4 bars as we give our fair use commentary under section 998 whatever the fuck that shit is. Yeah, let's go ahead and listen to this. Just real quick, just to hear his cadence and how he rocking on here.
Back to back on you bitches, this shit a 3-piece. Heady crimes and pretty dimes in my environment. Shit is timeless, let me present what I'm designing. More money, more violence, witnesses silent. Call me a tyrant, back on my shit with Andre the Giant.
I'm gonna stop it right there.
Oh, Snoop. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop it right there.
Yeah, Snoop. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I can say is I enjoyed what I heard so far. I think I got a few more songs, probably like maybe 2. But my daughter was looking at me weird because she never seen me get excited about music. We in the car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like she hear me listen to my music. When I goddamn heard. Let's just get into it, man.
Yeah. So, when it comes down to this project, major highlight, Dr. Dre, of course. Talk about Snoop, he's definitely not the most lyrical you will ever hear, but he knows, I guess, how to get the masses to like his song and gravitate towards his music. Now, back to the production, whenever talk about this album, Dre comes into play, and Snoop has done albums without Dre, and they have not sounded like this. So when it comes to the production, when you listen to it, did you feel like the production was making the shit hot and Snoop was just there, a part of the moment, or did you feel like Snoop was carrying the production, or did you feel it was balanced?
It was balanced. I definitely feel like it was balanced.
Okay.
Look, the production was great. And remember, I said I didn't really care for Snoop Dogg back in his younger years, but listening to this, I really enjoyed listening to him rap. 2024 versus 93, 92. This is a different Snoop, and I was tuned in. I said balanced out, bro. I mean, the production was hell. It was great production. He couldn't fail with production. Put it that way.
That's true. You can't. He couldn't have failed, but I do feel like he carried his weight, and I think he feel like. To me, I feel like when it comes down to it, he had to do this. If he would have came on there with The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told flow, which was one of my favorite albums, that was when he was on No Limit.
Mm-hmm.
If he came on there with that same flow, you know, I feel like it might not sound like how it does now. I feel like he know what's going on. He see the environment. He see that hip hop is somewhat back. We talking about Kendrick being the biggest, you know, artist in the game right now. And I think he's looking at that as well.
Yeah.
Like he's looking at that.
I think he adapted very well to the newer sound. I think Dr. Dre did a hell of a job putting him on different types of beats. You know what I'm saying? Like the beat you just played. We never heard Snoop on a beat like that before, bro. That the way it was, it almost sounded like Shakira's gonna come on that motherfucker for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Reggae.
Yeah, a little reggae, like she was gonna come on there and whine her hips. And then he had a track with my baby, Janae Aiko. That fucking blew my fucking mind. Like, he on a track with Janae? Oh, man.
Right.
So, I think he really adapted well. I gotta ask you this, Jizzle.
What's up?
This shit gonna bother me. I hope not, and I doubt it, but I gotta ask. He wrote that?
He wrote what?
All of these songs. All of his verses, put it that way.
I think he did.
You think he did?
I think he wrote them. Now, we got, you know, the Wikipedia is up here, and I'm looking, and it's a lot of names on here. I don't know some of these names as far as writers.
And see, the problem is with that, when it comes to producers playing instruments, they are labeled as writers, and I don't like that.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say, because I've seen a lot of Kendrick Lamar songs, and you go to Wikipedia, and under the writing section, it's a solo song with no one else verse but Kendrick Lamar vocals, and you'll go there, and there'll be other names there. Now, when I was researching this project, I kind of looked some of the writers up, and one of the writers I looked up, he was a pianist. He was a piano player, and he was listed under the writer section. So I don't know when it comes to Wikipedia how they do that, and I don't want to go too far deep into that. But maybe the reason I don't want to go far too into it is because I don't want to admit that Snoop Dogg got help with his writing. But I'm gonna keep it real, 1,000. But man, I don't know, man. I can't see Snoop Dogg like this man. This is his 20th album. You think after being a staple in hip hop culture for 20 years that he cannot write this himself?
Well, he never wrote like this before. That's what makes it suspect, and I hope he did. I have no proof he didn't.
Right.
But nobody has ever heard rap like this. Never. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this, and the reason why I wasn't a fan, because to me, his flow was so elementary. You know what I'm saying? When I hear other people rap back then, like Pop, you know, Jay-Z, N.A.S.O.N, and then I hear Snoop, like, no, nigga, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But Snoop is a legend, and you can't take that away from him. The world love fucking Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
This is the first album Snoop put out that I really fucking like.
Hey, you know, I don't know. For me myself, I gotta go back and kind of catch up to speed because I don't know. Maybe he been doing this and I just kind of turned a deaf ear after I forget what one of them albums I heard and I was like, yeah, Snoop done lost it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, Snoop done lost it. Then the next one came, and a person that it reminds me of where I say somebody done lost it, like N.A.S.O.N from Kansas City. N.A.S.O.N, if he put an album out today, I'm probably not gonna listen to it because I've heard so much. It's just to me the artistry has been kind of taken out of it. He kind of commercialized the independence of him because he's so big. He's still independent, but let me not go into that because that's a whole video.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel the way you just said that about Tech-9 is the way I feel about Eminem. I'm not listening to another fucking Eminem album, bro. For real. I was fucking disappointed in that last album, bro.
After that, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. I will say that.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's go here. Boom. When it comes to hearing 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Eminem on the same song again, this is something we haven't seen for. This is like a reunion of sorts on this Snoop project when you think about it. You got 50, Dre on the beat, and Eminem all in there together. Did you I felt kind of nostalgic listening to that song. Like, listen to 50 though. Like, oh shit, listen to him. Like, what? You ain't like that song?
I didn't like that song, bro. That was the worst song I heard on the album, bro. I didn't like it. I definitely didn't like Eminem verse. I didn't like that fucking delivery so fucking ever, bro. Like, come on, man, come on with this bullshit, bro.
Damn. He said, "Come on with that."
Man, hell no. Man, you know that delivery was whack. We done heard that shit before. And give us something else.
Yeah.
I ain't like 50 verse either.
I still haven't made my mind up on that song yet, and that's probably not good. But I think the nostalgia effect of it just kind of took over me, where maybe my ears wasn't tuned in that much because I'm just like, oh shit, this 50 and when I'm listening to it, like,
I get it. I was excited when I seen it go across the bottom of the screen. I was listening to it on YouTube Music, and I seen the people that was on it. I said, oh shit. I was highly disappointed, man. I didn't like that song at all, bro.
It wasn't. I can't say it was terrible.
Notice like I didn't say trash. I just did not like it.
You didn't say trash. I give you that. So yeah, he did have another thing I did want to touch on was Dre. Now you talked about Snoop and if he's writing his, in which I feel like wholeheartedly Snoop wrote his parts. He studied the game for so long. He knows how to do it. He just does it when he wants to. But with Dre, we know he's not writing.
Right, he never has.
But one thing I will say, I don't know who was writing for Dre on this album. But man, every song Dre got on, it sounded like he got Jay Electronica writing for him. I'm like, but I don't know, but Dre killed this. He killed this project from production to his vocals. In my opinion.
It could have been Don Tripp, because Don Tripp was fucking with Dre back in the day, right?
Don Tripp.
Man, don't do that. Man. Don't do that. Man, don't do that. No, I don't think it was Don Tripp, but I just thought about it when, he used to be in the studio, write verses for Dre. I don't know if he ever used any of his verses, but whoever wrote Dre shit, they wrote some fire.
Let me look on this song, Out of the Blue. This is ridiculous. And see, this is how convoluted the shit is. Out of the Blue, number 3 off of this project, there's 15 people listed as writers.
And probably about 12 of them, 13 of them was probably instruments.
Yeah, and what you said, the first person I clicked on, Nicholas Bowen, is an English drummer and multi-instrumentalist who is known as a drummer of a pop band or of a rock band. Joe Strummer, British musician. He's a guitarist. Like,
It has to be a reason why they having them labeled that way. I don't like it, but because it will confuse people. Just think about how people been tearing goddamn Drake ass up when they go look at his credits. Drake, you ain't write none of this shit.
Right. So I don't know, but we definitely know Dre didn't write these. But I will say, when it comes to from a rapper standpoint, even if he didn't write it, he knows how to deliver what someone gives him. I will say that, like with M writing for him on The Way I Am and all of this, like these verses that you can easily place on top 50 hip hop rap verses of all time type shit. And this is a producer who's delivering this through the microphone. I gotta tip my hat to that. You know,
yeah, like things the same for gangsters. That was written by Eminem, bro. Like you would have never fucking thought that, because you would think the person who wrote that verse was a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga who really lived that shit. And it wasn't. It was him.
I don't think I meant to say The Way I Am. I think I got the title wrong. But, yeah, like the one you was talking about, yeah, definitely. It's one of them ones where it's like, it's crazy that... Anyway, but Eminem is great. We know that.
And then Jay wrote for him in on what, Chronic... Was it Chronic
2001?
Yeah, I think Jay-Z wrote some of his music too. At least a verse or two.
I wouldn't. Hey, I think I remember seeing a short about that. Now that I think about it. But yeah, as far as in conclusion, dope project, man. Dope project. It was good to hear. This is very late in the year, so I don't know how far this will get with album of the year contingency, but
it's too late.
Yeah, it's a little too late. $1 late and $1 short. What they say? But what?
And like I told you, one of my favorite verses. Like I said, I ain't finished hearing the rest of the album, but my favorite verse I've heard so far on this project came from Meth, bro. Meth showed his ass on that skyscrapers, man. Like, for real. Oh my goodness. Y'all, if you haven't heard Skyscrapers, man, please go check that song out, man. That song's so goddamn dope, bro. Everybody who was on it did a good job, but that damn Meth said, okay. Yeah. East versus, you remember that East versus West, nigga? Do you remember that?
He said he gonna bring it back. Yeah, nah. That's my favorite song on the project, man. When it come down to just overall songs, that's my favorite song, hands down, on the project, is that Skyscrapers featuring Method Man and Smitty.
Yeah, I was wondering, was that Smitty on that motherfucker?
Man.
Not Smitty. You know what I'm thinking about? But it ain't Smino. Smino. What the name is? Yeah, that's Smino. When you said Smitty, that's what I thought you was talking about.
Yeah, say.
But yeah, I don't know who the fuck Smitty is, but he did a good job.
Yeah, nah, the song was dope. The beat, Dre. Well, not just Dre, but Dre's conglomerate of producers. They put together something great. Something great when it comes to that production specifically. If you really listen close, the melody comes almost 100% from a live, like Grambling, band. Like it's like that college drumline horn that you hear, and it's mixed and weaved all through the melody on that bitch, which makes it crazy, man. So yeah, we got some good shit.
I would love to have his production team, produce some tracks. Let me jump on Them motherfuckers, they did a hell of a job on this motherfucker, bro, for real.
Crazy. Crazy. But yeah, any last words, I guess, before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Salute the goddamn Snoop. Salute the Dre, man. They back together, putting out fucking magic, artistry, great music. It's good to see people from my generation still dropping hits, man. So yeah, that's a big double salute, man.
Yeah, man. This has been Boss and Arthur Reviews. We up out.
It's business over bullshit. I'm cooking up after the 4 split. This that black royalty that sprung up from the soil from beneath the concrete.